Women, listen up. Men, let's be honest here. We're all cowards. Telling a girl that you're not afraid of anything is a big fat lie. We all know that you're afraid of only two things in this world. One, your girlfriend when she's mad at you and you don't know why. And two, the sound of the door opening and you forgot to do the dishes for your mom. Assuming that you have a partner. Now, before you come running at me with pitchforks, allow me to pose you this question. Dear Toastmasters and our beloved guests, what is your first fear? A very simple question, but with many answers that can be given. If you were to ask anyone, perhaps it'd say, oh, I have a phobia of heights, I have a phobia of shadows, I have a phobia of light, I have a phobia of my mother. But in my case, when someone asks me what my greatest fear is, I tell them that I have a fear of loss. And I don't mean losing, as in losing a competition or losing something materialistic. My sense of fear is losing people. Because when I lose someone, a part of me disappears. A story becomes a mystery. A piece of me is lost. In June, much like Desmond, I too lost my girlfriend. We've been dating for almost a year, and she splattered color all over my typical monotonous life. Now keep in mind, I'm actually a relatively reserved person. I don't talk much unless I'm in the presence of my great friends or perhaps in clubs. But she was this bubbly, loud person that was the complete opposite of me. The theory was correct. Opposites attract. But in the end, my fairy tale run had to end. At the time, I was still adjusting to my university life, and I was detested by my class for being different. For people who heard my previous speech, it's the same reason. I was different. I didn't speak Chinese. And because of that, it was really easy for me to find myself in a familiar, deep, dark abyss of depression, as per se. I needed time to fix my academics, I needed time to fix my social life, and I needed time to fix myself. So after crying and thinking about it for many, many sleepless nights, I had to call it quits, and we called it off. Unsurprisingly, I also lost someone else, myself. When I first came into health, I knew that I couldn't risk being perfunctory. I had to depend on scholarships to keep myself adrift. I knew I wasn't wealthy. Scholarships are the only thing that keep me here. So I had to work my best, and I had to work hard and harder and harder, to the point where I stressed myself so hard that I became someone I was not. I found myself in this cycle of stress, pushing myself to hit a GPA that seemed seemingly impossible GPA. In the end, I did hit that GPA, but at what cost? I lost my friends, I lost trust, I lost the ability to be me. Was it worth it? In the end, I kind of learned. Perhaps it's time for me to let loose. I began to search for clubs like Toastmasters. I picked up reading, I picked up chess again. I started reaching out to my friends, and I'm well and happy that I now have friends that I can very proudly call family. I embraced this change. But perhaps, life still decided to throw stuff at me. The man upstairs said, no, I'm not done with you yet, you better come here. And what he did was, he robbed someone else in my life. Oh, that's the third person of 2019 already, perfect. I still remember it so vividly. It was midnight. My phone lit up in the night. I looked at it. A notification. A message sent into one of my long dormant group chats. I read through the message. And I read it again. And again. And again. I couldn't believe what I was reading. One of my best friends in high school had taken his own life. I tried to recollect myself, but I could only weep silent tears. I was thinking how me and my friends, how we could have helped him, how we could have saved him. What might have we had done? I still remember he reached out to us before. He told us he was suffering. He told us he needed help, but we were powerless to do anything. When I got this news, I was hundreds of miles away from home in vacation. bear the pain of losing someone while being away from home. And it was just like that in an instant. All of the memories that we had, all the stories that we said, gone in an instant, turned to dust. What's left of it in an urn. I came into 2020 with a really great fear that I don't know who I will lose again. But perhaps all of these are just what ifs and what might have been. We can't rewind what's already happened. We can't rewind time. We can't get back the people that we've already lost. Someone once told me that your life is like a bus. At any point in your time, at any point of your life, people come in and out and get off of your bus. People come in and out of your life. But with every person that comes into your bus, they came with a reason, a lesson. They came to teach. And when that job is done, no matter how hard you try to hold them, you try to keep them from going, they will still eventually leave. So what's the bottom line of my speech? Don't be afraid to lose. Because with every loss, we grow and we learn. The people that we've lost, thank them for having appeared in your life. Thank them for the memories. The people who are still here, cherish them. Because we don't know when there may come a day where only drinks will bring back the memories once shared. Toast to the fear of loss. Back to you.
Thank you for a very touching and